The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. A happy Thanksgiving to everybody from the offices of Duke & Duke, 100 South Broad Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on a cold, blistering day here in Philadelphia. What we want to do today, folks, is take a look at the DAX, and as you can see, it's trying to make a little bit of a bounce after the big sell-off yesterday. We're seeing exactly the same thing in the FTSE. You'll notice the FTSE's actually had a really good rally. You'll notice that it's making an equal rally that we had during February, between November the 16th and the 19th. So it's going to have a real interesting spot here. We probably made a tradable bottom in the market yesterday. If you remember, when we were on the air yesterday, we were talking about the NASDAQ and what it was looking at as far as a three drive to a bottom pattern. It did just about everything you could possibly ask to get down there at that 64.50 level. We believe that that's going to be a short-term bounce in here. How much we're going to get from this level, we'll have to wait and see. Now, remember, the day after Thanksgiving has a 70% chance of closing higher on that day. However, like today, the volume is going to be very, very spotty here in the stock market and probably most other markets also, because of the fact that people take the day off, and they do close early today, I believe, at the NYSE, but I could be wrong about that, and I'm not sure if it's a full day on Friday. I'll have to check that. Now, we're closed here at TFNN on Friday for the holiday to enjoy our families, so let's make sure we do that. And folks, take care of the homeless and some people that are in dire straits. And there are a lot of people out there. I noticed this morning on the early morning news, they had a picture from St. Bart's in New York City right off of Park Avenue. And the soup kitchen there, folks, you would think it would be homeless type people. These were just normal type people at the soup kitchen. I mean, it was really amazing. This just looked like normal middle class people. That's a 1 p.m. close today, Terry. Is that what it is? And how about tomorrow? Do you know? Thank you for the information. We really appreciate that. So it looks like we're closing at 1 p.m. Today, and I'm not sure about Friday. Maybe somebody that's really smart here in the den will give us a pretty good idea. And speaking of somebody smart, we have Mr. Norman Call It to the Minute Winsky will be on with us today at 9:30 to talk to us about the market. So we'll want to, okay, Friday's going to be a full day. Friday will be a full day, 1 p.m. closing today, and then Friday a full day. Now remember, on the overnight trading on Thursday, because we're the only country that has Thanksgiving on the 22nd of November, the rest of the world will be trading, especially foreign exchange. So we'll be following that probably a little bit, and we'll see. Make sure I get that right. It's 1 p.m. Friday and a full day today. Is that what it is? Someone explain to me what we're looking at here. I should have looked at it ahead of time, folks, but frankly, I've already started my holiday, and it's a full day today and 1 p.m. on Friday. Thank you, Terry. Now we got it. It's a full day today and a short day on Friday. Going to close 3 hours early on Friday, so we'll watch that closely. Folks, we want to talk a little bit about what we were looking at yesterday in the natural gas, just to show you how wild this little puppy is. I mean, this is the old pork belly contract. Actually, you'll notice that we have that Gartley form up there at the 6,300 level. That was what we thought was going to be a pretty good top in the market, and then we're going to follow through today just to let you know what happened, so you can see this market, how it actually trades. It's really a rock and roller. I mean, this thing moves 60 to 80 S&P points like nothing. You notice after that Gartley formed, we came down and made a beautiful ABCD pattern to the exact price down there at 430, and then we rallied up to 485. Just Folks, just look at it from yesterday. It went from 470 down to 430. That's $4,000, and then it went straight up $5,500, and now it's come down to 455 again. So it's gone from 430, 4,500 up and 3 down. We've had a $20,000 move in 2 days in the natural gas. Folks, this thing's making some type of a major top up in here. I don't know where it's going to come from, but something we ought to keep an eye on. Whether you trade it or not, remains to be seen. Let's talk a little bit about the bit. The Bitcoin has hit the price we were looking for a long time ago, back when it was at okay, Mr. Z, I respect that. Mr. Z says it's not topping, so I'll go with that. Take a look here at the Bitcoin, folks. Our price objective was 4,000. We hit 4,080 last night, folks, in the Bitstamp, and we're now trading at 4,600. Whether that is the bottom or not, I don't know. All I know is that that was the big ABCD structure from when it hit the 19,000 and change back in December of last year when it was first listed on the CME. And believe me, this has not been a successful contract because we have only about an open interest of around 3,000. And that is really, really not very much. But actually in 1982, when they brought the S&P out in April of that year, it was very, very quiet. It didn't start moving until after the bottom was made in the market on August the 9th of that year, and then it started to pick up. It was trading at around 103 at that time, and of course right now it's trading at 26 and change, so we'll see how this thing ends up. Anyway, that's what we're keeping an eye on. Some of the markets, the other markets that we want to take a look at is the Amazon, because I think this could be a very important pattern that we had in Amazon. Yeah, 21 degrees. I saw that in New York City. I was watching the report and also the part about the soup kitchen. And Macy's is the largest parade in the world. I Googled that today. The longest parade is one in Hanover, Germany. But the biggest parade is the Macy's parade. I thought it was a Rose Bowl, but I was wrong again. Anyway, look at Amazon, folks. Here we had a really nice ABCD come right down to the price it was looking at, which was $14.20. We rallied up. We rallied $100 a share. It was up $100 from the bottom yesterday at one point. So that's a pretty significant bottom. Now we're seeing that same thing in the NASDAQ, which we should, because the NASDAQ is, basically heavily weighted by the FANG stocks. So we should be in some type of a bounce mechanism here for the next few days. And then we'll look at this into Monday or Tuesday. But folks, if we don't get much of a rally, and we have to get above, I would believe, 2,700 in the S&P futures in order to be a substantial rally. But if we don't get above 2,700, that's not going to be good. There's going to be trouble in River City. So we have to be very, very careful here watching this as it unfolds here Monday and Tuesday. So it'll be very important. Remember, at the break, we're going to have Norm Winsky on. So if you have any questions, please call in 877-927-6648.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The TAS Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of TAS Market Profile, the TAS Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the TAS Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at TAS has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the TAS order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the TAS Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, folks, before we take a look at the gold contract, I want to bring something to your attention from our good friend David White here at TFNN on some rules from Paul Tudor Jones, who is probably one of the standards in the business as far as looking at how to trade. But here are his rules. Lose your opinion, not your money. Number 2, don't ever average losers. Never trade in situations where you don't have control. And if you don't have a losing position that is making you uncomfortable, the solution is very simple. Get out. And we have a caller. It's Thanksgiving for everyone, folks. We got Mr. Z from Philly calling in. John, how are you?
Hey, Larry, good morning to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your client out there in Tucson. Tell us, are you going to get snow on top Lemon Mountain this weekend?
Well, if we were here, no, it's very dry out in the Pueblo this time of the year. But starting in January, we'll get some rain, and then the snow comes in, and there's actually skiing up there. But that's neither here nor there. I want a question that I wanted to ask you, John, before you ask a question about the natural gas. You think that we're going to go a lot higher than 490?
Yes, I speculate that, and that is. Understand this, that is contingent upon Mother Nature. Mm-hmm. And it's contingent upon Mother Nature giving the United States below average temperatures in through January 1st, February 1st. Now, we've started off that way the past 2 weeks. Be very clear just on Mother Nature and temperatures and winter heating demand. Thus, we're just at the start of heating demand. And yes, temperatures have been colder than average the past 10 days. That's true. Mm-hmm. But I've learned, from experience, that past 10 days does not tell us that much about the next 60, 70 days. But I'll share this. If in fact, United States average temperatures the next 70 days, if they're below average, causing heating demand using natural gas to be above average, if that's the case, there will be spot shortages on account of inventories being so dramatically under average. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean people will be freezing, but what it does mean is they'll be buying by utilities of nat gas on a wholesale basis, irregardless of price. In other words, just get me anything I can. And utilities will do that if, in fact, supplies are running low. And what physically is happening there is price gets high enough, then buyers who have the capability to switch will say, hey, that's fine. If nat gas futures are at $5 or $6 an MCF, I can switch my, say, power generation to from natural gas back to coal temporarily. Or if I'm an industrial user and maybe I had 3 weeks of maintenance on my plants scheduled 3 months hence, I can quickly switch that shutdown to present and sell my nat gas that I have to that utility up in the Northeast or the Midwest if they're willing to pay $5 or $6. So what I'm sharing with you is if price is below average, if temperatures on a persistent basis next 70 days, the spot price of natural gas can go to truly unthinkable levels. And that is not a forecast, that is just the possibilities.
Yeah, I remember 1 year into delivery, it dropped $12,000 in one day many, many years ago. John, what's your feeling here on the Treasury bonds? It looks like we completed an ABC up here. Do you have any feelings on that?
Yeah, well, in fact, I just shorted in the past 30 minutes, and that's what I'm calling about. I wanted to ask you, the December T-bond futures having gotten up to 140 and 9/32 yesterday and dipped a little bit. If in fact the rally extends, past 140 and 1/2, can you show us your charts that will give us some handle on where it could go if it does surpass 140 and 1/2?
Well, if it gets above 140, we certainly could get it higher. What I'll do here is I will post the chart of the weekly, which is something that I look at each week just to see where things could go. And if you take a look at this, I'll post it in the den so everybody can see us. You'll be seeing that we could easily get to 42.22, 143 if we clear that 140 level substantially. But right now, we're in a small ABCD structure over the last 4 or 5 weeks, and it's been a very, very meager rally, which is a little bit threatening because remember what happened to crude oil when we had these really tiny rallies that went nowhere for 3 to 5 days, and once it starts to break, it can get pretty nasty. So that's also that possibility. The key level for the upside, if it gets above 143, Walter and the old Burl must get out of the Pueblo because this thing could go, I guess it could rally to 154 possibly on some type of a, flight to quality or whatever they call it. I don't know. We'll see.
Thanks for sharing that, Larry. I'm looking at that weekly chart in the Tiger's Den. On that weekly, I'm just scanning it quickly. Is the possibility of 143, is that merely coming from that being a target whereby the rally from 136.5 would equal a rally that you've seen in the past? I see you do that sort of thing a lot. Is that where that 143 is coming from, or is that something else?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, John. What that is, it is basically a 61% retracement off the previous weekly high, and it's also an equal retracement. So there's two things there that would tell us that would be the very last resistance would be at that 143 and change level.
Very good. I appreciate that, Larry. I'll just share something I'm focused on in regard to that T-bond contract. The 140 to 141, I know that's not that precise, but that general area is an area that I'm guessing stops the bounce. And the reason that is because somewhere in that range, 140 to 141 on the T-bond futures contract, that equates to a yield of 3.25, 3.25 on the cash 30-year bond, And I've shown the weekly chart in the in the past where that 3 1/4 level had been resistance and tested like 6 times in the past 2-3 years. And I'm guessing at now that the yield on the 30-year U.S. Treasury cash bond has gone well above that. Now coming back to test, that 3 1/4 yield will now be a floor on the yield, and that, as I say, equates to roughly 140 to 141, somewhere in there on the T-bond futures.
That's exactly what I'm looking at. I think that's pretty much it. Hey, thanks for calling in, and a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, my friend.
You as well. Look forward to listening to Norm.
Okay, thank you. Norm Winski next, folks. 877-927-6648.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, folks, we're back, and I believe we have Norm Winski from Astro Trend on the line. Norm, are you there?
Yes, sir, Larry. How you doing?
Very good. Happy Thanksgiving to you, and I'd like to start out the session today with a question. Do you know anything about what's happening with natural gas?
No, sir.
Okay, that's the answer.
The only thing
Proceed.
I will give you this. I've been researching that natural gas, trying to figure out some astrological clues for years, and never figured anything out until I found maybe a preliminary clue here on this current rally. It's a somewhat similar pattern based on Mars of a pattern we had. Mars is about a 2-year cycle. And if you go back to September of 2016, you'll see a similar move as Mars was in the same position then, and the natural gas doubled in price.
Wow. Well, if you've come up with anything, we have several people that asked a question about it. So go ahead, buddy. Tell us what you got, and a happy Thanksgiving to you and Pat and William. So may God bless. Go ahead, my friend.
And a quick shout out to Pat, my wife, whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday to Pat.
There you go. And I got somebody who wants to talk to you real quick, Larry.
Okay. Oh yes, was that peas or carrots?
That was Tom.
All right.
All right, here we go. Got my notes up on the screen there, and I'm going to go over what I did 2 weeks ago. Told the folks gave some forecasts on some markets. Let's see if I helped them make any money or not. So there we go. I had a Mercury cycle there for the morning. I was on your show on the 6th, Tuesday the 6th, ahead of the new moon on the 7th. And we had a Mercury cycle there that morning, and Mercury is associated with the grains. So we'll take a look at a couple of the grains. There's your corn. Had corn for about a 2 to 3 day window because I had several different. We had the new moon, and it had a couple of different things that all affect corn and grains. And there you go. If you look at there's a corn chart there. You had a 2 to 3 day, and on the 8th, it made its high of the month. So there we go. And then let's see. Then we have the beans. We could go down here and look at the beans. And the beans. Now here's a lesson in this methodology. You notice the beans are just kind of going sideways. That's not good. That's not the way to make money with this. It's Newton's law. For every action, there's an opposite equal reaction. If you want to pick the ones that are going to make you the most money, you want to get a market that's moving up strongly or moving down strongly into one of these magic dates, and then you got a chance for a good reversal, and then you can make some money. Okay, but I wanted to show you the not so good ones anyway, so you'll be able to learn how to eliminate some of the lesser opportunities. Same deal with the wheat. Wheat was almost perfectly sideways, and it moved a little bit. You could have made a little bit of money, but compared to some of the others I'm going to show you here in a few minutes, you'll see the difference. Now we had another thing going on here with. And we're going to look at the stock market too. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's on the next page here. Now, in contrast, here's the S&P had a big rally into right around the 7th of the 8th, and there's my two green arrows there. And as you know now, looking back, that was a nice top there right around the new moon on the 7th. And that was a significant top, and we've had a big drop since then. So there you go. That's how you pick the good ones and the bad ones. Differences. Between the good and the bad and the ugly. Okay. All right, another thing we had going on there around the 6th afternoon, we had Uranus going retrograde, doing kind of an unusual thing, and it was going backwards and backing out of the sign that it had gone in a few months before, the sign of Taurus, backing into Aries, and so it was at that zero Taurus point at the beginning of Taurus, therefore energizing Taurus markets or anything that was at a key harmonic or angle to that point. And so we're going to be looking at cattle, cocoa, coffee, copper, cotton, gold, lots of things hit on that point, theoretically, hogs, soybeans, stocks, and T-bonds. And so let's go look at some of those markets. Here's your, while we're in the neighborhood here, we're going to take a quick look because the new moon on the, for the stocks, T-bonds, and there's your dollar, and obviously the S&P worked out real nicely. And here's your T-bonds, made the low of the month right there. And there's a beautiful spike low on the dollar index right on the 7th, or 7th of the 8th, right around the 7th, right on the 7th. Just for fun, I throw in the euro because I always say that the new moon and full moons correspond to your financials. And so then I thought I'd throw in the euro too, and it made a spike high right there on the 7th. It's, doesn't take, if you don't want to use your brains, look at the moon, and look at these markets. If you're not doing this stuff, you're way behind. You're like fighting with one hand up behind your back. Here's cattle, and the cattle, the next, was 1 day late. We were still near the bottom there, but you're 1 day late on buying that low there. And here's your coffee. It made a little short-term low there on the on the 6th. And here, copper, I'd call that a miss. That red arrow is a miss because we were, it'd been nice if we were a couple of days got a spike high there, but you're in the middle of a downtrend, so that every now and then this misses, believe it or not, Larry.
I understand.
Yeah, not perfect, but we're working on it. And we'll be getting to that green arrow there in a little bit as we go down our shopping list here. And here's the cotton. It was like a two-way trade. If you bought it on the weakness near at the bottom of the support line there, you had a winner. It popped right back up to the top. And if you sold it there, because you were kind of in a 2-day window there, then you had a chance to make money going the other way. So that was kind of unusual. You had a chance to make money going either way. Mm-hmm. All right, here's your cocoa. This is beautiful, Larry. Look at that beautiful top there, right on the 7th to the 8th for that cocoa. Right? I don't think it gets much better than that, right?
Wow.
And what's that?
Wow, that was a pretty spot one. That was spot on.
Yeah, and here's the hogs. You could have bought them while they were in the trough. Ha, ha, ha. And there we go. And then they had a nice move up. Okay. They were kind of a mirror image, almost a mirror image of the cocoa. They are astrologically related. All right, there's your gold right on the new moon. Made a little spike high there with the gold, and it had a sharp down, and then you were 1 day early buying on our next astro point, which we'll be getting to. Let's see if I'm missing anything here now. Let's see, we got several things going on here. There's your new moon. Oh yeah, on the 7th after the close that night, we had geocentric Jupiter entered Sagittarius. That's why some of these, and for that list, we have your corn, gold, oats, oil, and stocks. So that's why we're looking at gold now. Plus the new moon. A lot of these things were covered on multiple lists. Different 2 or 3 day events.
And we have a full moon the day after Thanksgiving, correct?
That's correct. Oh, I'll be getting to that. There's a reason I asked. You know me, Larry. Okay. There's a reason I asked to come on your show. It's huge. Okay, so there we go. We did the cotton. There's the cocoa. There's the hogs. There's the gold. Here's your silver. I did pretty similar on the top there. I was 2 days early on the silver, so that counts as a miss. I got to be within 1 day and a reasonable amount of entry opportunity, or I count it wrong. Mm-hmm. So I know we usually don't look at oats, but it was a special time for oats because the Jupiter, which is I consider the ruling planet for oats, went into its own sign of Sagittarius. So I thought, well, we got to at least show the oats chart there, and you had a nice little trading top there for the oats. I know nobody cares, but I keep the oats on my list just because they tend to follow the planets pretty nicely,
Okay, let's pay a few bills and we'll be right back with Norm Winsky from AstroTrend.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Will the S&P 500 continue to climb? For bold trades on U.S. large-cap stocks in either direction, trade SPXL, SPUU, or SPXS. Directions Daily S&P 500 Bull and Bear Leveraged ETFs. Direction Leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour, brought to you by Nadex. Next on TFNN.
All right, we're back, folks, with Norm Winsky, Astro Trend. Norm, continue, please.
Okay, for those following at home, they're there in the den. I'm now up to 2A at page 5. We're going to review just a few more Astro points here, see what happened. Okay, on 2A, we have the 9th after the close. So you see is after the close. Jupiter in Sagittarius was 180 to the, 120, the moon's north node. Looking for a change in trend for corn, gold, silver, and stocks. Let's go look at those markets and see if anything happened for the, I lost my place there. 9th after the close, so that'd be the 10th basically. All right, go to the back of the top of the list here for corn. And there would be right about, there's the 9th. Kind of a nothing for corn. Let's see, what else did we have? We had the gold. And let's see, find the gold. And I think the gold worked out. I can find it. Corn, where did the gold? There's the gold. There we go. That was a nice bottom there on the gold. You see that, Larry? It was a 1 day early. You're 1 day early. And pretty close to the bottom. And there's the silver. It was 2 days early on that bottom there. So that counts as a miss. And what else do we have? We have corn, gold, silver. I just showed you silver. Let's go look. I think that was kind of a nothing for the stock market. And there's the S&P, and we're going to go look at right around, there's the 8th, 9th, somewhere. That was kind of a nothing for the stock market. So on that one. But did work out well for that. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is stocks, T-bonds, and the dollar for the afternoon of the 10th. Stocks, T-bonds, and dollar. And here's your stocks. It's kind of the same neighborhood as what we just looked at. Here's your bonds. Over there's your 9th. Kind of a nothing for that one. But you did make a nice top here on the dollar. So that kind of worked out for one of them. And then we're going to go look at one or two more groups here. Oh, we did that. Okay, we got one left before we look into the future. We had a Saturn in Capricorn thing and with Uranus. So we're going to be looking at coffee, copper, and stocks for the after the close of the 12th. So basically the 13th. Let's go look at stocks for the 13th and then coffee and copper. So we got to go back to the stocks. Here's the stocks on the 13th. Here's the 12th. That's kind of a nothing there for the stocks, but I think we'll be happy with the others here. Let's see. Here's coffee. Has a beautiful bottom. That was the low of the month to the day for the coffee. And same thing for the copper right there. Boom. So that's pretty good. Alrighty, now we're going to move ahead, look into the future. Here we got a huge cluster coming up here over the next few days into Friday with the full moon on Friday morning, early Friday morning, and big cluster of some of my top things like three or three of these my top things all coming together here. I like, I've talked many times about the planets going direct or retrograde. This is due to the relative motion of the Earth to the other planets. And my other top thing is when the planets, as they go around the sun, they're like horses on a carousel. They not only go round and around, but they go up and down. And when you get to that midpoint, is zero latitude. That's also very powerful, like when the planets turn direct or retrograde. Guess what? We got three of these all occurring within about 2 days, plus a full moon. Now, Larry, we've seen this happen before, and there's usually a huge turn in the markets. So that's what we got coming up here. So I'll go through each factor here, and the folks should jot these markets down. Doesn't mean they're going to turn. You got to look at the market when we get to the end of the week here and see which markets are at an extreme, which ones are at the top of their trading channel, at the bottom of the trading channel. Those are the ones most likely to turn where you can make some money. Okay, we don't know what the answer yet until we get there. So anyway, we have the Venus is going to be 0 north latitude. And so we want to take a look at cattle, copper, cotton, stocks, sugar, and wheat. Okay, this is all for 21 after the close. Going to put you into Thanksgiving, so you probably just should wait till you get to Friday, Also, we got the full moon in the wee hours of Friday. And so we round up the usual suspects, which are grains, financials, and precious metals for that. And then we also have Mercury at 0 north latitude over the weekend. That's after Friday's close. And so that's your corn, oats, soybeans, stocks, and wheat. And then this is really interesting, Larry, because the oil has been going, you might notice oil has been going down, down, down. And that's the kind of thing we're looking for. And Neptune is going to, in Pisces, Neptune is the ruling planet. Pisces is the ruling sign. And Neptune's going to turn direct over the coming weekend. And that's you want to look at oil. So if the oil continues down into the weekend, you might have an excellent opportunity there for a low in the oil. If it bounces, as is true for all these markets, like the stock market's been going down, but if we rally into the end of the week, then we might be just setting up a bounce for, to roll over next week and go down some more, bounce within a big downtrend, But the setup would be for any of these markets that have been going down. If they continue lower into the end of the week, then they have a possibility for putting in what could be a substantial bottom. Okay. And let's see what else we have. We have a Jupiter parallel. We're going to be watching for also oats, silver, and stocks. So that's the markets where we're going to be. You want to look at. You want on your shopping list here to take a look at these markets at the end of the week. Like I said, you have to look at these markets, see which ones are at an extreme, top of the channel, bottom of the channel, to see which ones have the best potential to make some money.
You're saying basically that the crude oil looks like it has the largest potential because it's coming into the 20th or the 22nd, excuse me, the 23rd with the full moon and all the other things with Neptune.
Oh, yeah.
And plus being very, very oversold. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You have any price levels that you're looking at, Norm?
No, I let the planets do that for me.
Okay. What do they call you and tell you?
The key times, yeah, they call me on the phone. No, the key times give you the key prices. So you could complement this with your method, your ABCs and butterflies and stuff. But you really don't have to do that because all you do is you wait till your key time, look at your chart. Are you at the bottom? Are you at the bottom of the channel, the top of the channel? Are you near any key resistance or key support? And that usually works about 75% of the time. So that's pretty good in trading land,
Okay.
All right. So anyway, now we're going to talk about, I guess we'll talk about all the free stuff the folks can get. I give you the folks contact me. They can, I got a few spots left for December. You need to contact me right away so we can get you on the list there. You get a free class. It's a 6-hour class. I give you a very virtual college education for traders in 6 hours. Share with you my 50 years of experience and the different forecasting methods. You get my letter for free, and then it's not just a class. Then I follow up. I teach you how to day trade, how to swing trade, all these different methods. We use Astro, advanced Fibonacci. We got fractals. We got all these different methods, and I'll show you where I doing pretty well here. Got about, average about 75% batting average on my trades. And I got people that are making some very serious money off of this, so, and I'll tell them about that too. So all they got to do is contact me, and it's all free. And if you mention Larry, it's free with a money-back guarantee.
Norm, happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us, folks.
Oh, we didn't get my contact info down.
It's going to be posted, and I'll tell them when we come up with the break.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
You bet.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a look at the Treasury notes here on a daily basis, and as you can see, we've not quite completed the ABCD pattern like we have in the bonds. Now, you remember that it takes 3 contracts of a Treasury note to equal 1 contract of a Treasury bond in order to get the same relationship as far as volatility. So the notes move very, very slow, but that's the largest of all the commodity markets. It's 6 times bigger than the next biggest leader, which is the 30-year Treasury bond. Let's talk just a little bit about the potential of this market rallying for a few days. We don't know what's going to happen next, and the holiday period is also mired by the fact that there's less volatility because there's so few players out there. But that can also bring in some really big moves, because if there's no liquidity, these markets can move very, very rapidly in the opposite direction of either way because of the fact that there's no traders on either side. So be careful today, and then also, of course, if you're doing anything on Thursday night, or Sunday night. And then, of course, Monday, everything should be okay. Friday, we're going to only have a half-day session. We close at 1 o'clock on Friday, so it'll be 3 hours short. And today, of course, is a regular session that we have moving today. So that's what we're watching here. I don't know why my charts are flashing. I have not touched the machine. Sometimes these things go on and do things that I have no control over. I wish I did, but we'll have to wait and see. I want to wish everybody a wonderful Thanksgiving and try to do something for the people that have a lot less than you folks. There's a lot of people out there that are hurting. You can see what's happening in Paradise, California, but there's a lot of places besides Paradise that are having trouble. So if you see someone in need, try to give them a little boost if you can, because that's what we're here for, is to help our fellow man, more or less. So make sure you do that and live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless all of us.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks!